Nothing like news in May of a national championship rematch to get you excited about November. Michigan and Villanova, which battled for the NCAA tournament title in March, headline the Big East and Big Ten matchups of the Gavitt Games, which were announced Tuesday. Nova bested the Wolverines, 79-62, in San Antonio to win its second national championship in 3 years. The Wildcats will be without Mikal and Jalen Brunson, both of whom are pursuing NBA careers, but they're still a national title contender in 2019 as the No. 2 team in our preseason top 25. Michigan landed just outside at No. 26. Not a bad little non-conference matchup. In other notable games, Wisconsin and Xavier will meet in a rematch of a memorable 2016 second-round NCAA tournament matchup, while Ohio State will visit Creighton and Marquette will head to Indiana. 2018 Gavitt tip-off games scheduled Tuesday, November 13, Georgetown at Illinois, Wisconsin at Xavier. Wednesday, November 14, Michigan at Villanova, Seton Hall at Nebraska, Marquette at Indiana. Thursday, in November 15, Ohio State at Creighton, Penn State at DePaul. Friday, in November 16th Street. Johns at Rutgers after injuries and controversy sap Minnesota of a promising start in 2017-18. The Gophers look to be reloading for a shot at a quick turnaround in Richard Pitino's 6th season in Minneapolis. The Gophers have added Milwaukee graduate transfer Brock Snell, according to multiple reports. Minnesota went 15-17 last season despite a 13-3 start to the year as injuries piled up along with expulsion of center Reggie Lynch after an investigation by the school's Office of Equal Opportunity and Affirmative Action. The Gophers, though, return the bulk of the roster, including star wing Amir Coffey, along with a strong 2018 recruiting class plus Pitt transfer Marcus Carr, who is attempting to be immediately eligible. Now they've added Snell, who averaged 13.4 points, 4.8 rebounds and 3.1 assists per game during his junior campaign with the Panthers. The 6'4" guard shot 37.9% both overall and from three-point range. Snell's commitment comes during a visit to Minnesota, which has his former Milwaukee coach, Rob Jeter, on staff. Jeter coached Snell in 2015-16, the former's final season with the Panthers after 11 years, and the latter freshman season. "I think that I'm a fit for the Big Ten as a guard more than others," Snell told Ryan James of Gopher Illustrated. "Coach Pitino lets his guards play freely on offense, and I have an opportunity to be a part of something big there because they are going to be very good. Coach Jeter there helps too." Oklahoma added some shooting to its roster Tuesday. Austin Reeves, a 6'5" transfer from Wichita State, signed with the Sooners, the school announced. "We're very pleased to have Austin join our program," Oklahoma coach Lon Kruger said in a statement. "He's a terrific young player who shoots the ball well while also being able to create for others. He's a versatile talent who fits exactly what we need." Reeves has averaged 8.1 points, 3.1 rebounds and 2 assists per game last year for the Shockers while shooting 42.5% from beyond the arc on 127 attempts. As a freshman, he connected at a 50.9 clip from distance on 55 shots. "I'm happy to be a part of a program with great coaches and players," Reeves said in a statement. "I chose Oklahoma because of the relationships, the opportunities and that it's a great place to go to school." Reeves will sit out the 2018-19 season under NCAA transfer rules, and will then have 2 seasons of eligibility remaining. He's the fifth member of Kruger's 2018 class that includes a prep player, Jamal Bianyama, a junior college transfer, Kirkuith, and two graduate transfers, Aaron Calixte and Miles Reynolds, after last season's that fizzled to an 18-14 mark after a 14-2 start in Trae Young's lone season in Norman. Shaquille Jones came to Kentucky as a McDonald's All-American 2 years ago, and he's now headed to the ACC looking for a fresh start. The Wildcat sophomore, who announced his intention to transfer last month, has committed to transfer to NC State, he announced Tuesday. "Extremely excited to announce that I will be continuing my academic and athletic career at NC State University," Shaquille Jones wrote on social media. The 6'10" center will now return to his home state after two rather unproductive seasons in Lexington. Shaquille Jones' 3.3 points in 13.7 minutes per game last season as a sophomore for the Wildcats. He had a good selection of choices, his mother, Leigh, told the Lexington Herald-Leader, and NC State was the best fit. Shaquille Jones will sit out the upcoming season under NCAA transfer rules and have 2 remaining years of eligibility remaining with the Wolfpack, who made the NCAA tournament in Kevin Keatts' first season last March. His role there would allow him to see exactly where he is at and what his true potential is. Shaquille Jones' former AAU coach Fred Cannon said of his former players thinking, "I think that's what kind of sold him." Francis Okoro, a 6'9" power forward and a top 40 prospect in the class of 2019, announced that he is committing to Oregon. A native of Illinois, Okoro picked the Ducks over Purdue and Illinois in the end. While Okoro is currently listed as a member of the class of 2019, there is a real chance that he could end up reclassifying up a year and enrolling in school this fall. A well-built 225 pounds, Okoro is the kind of presence that would be a perfect complement to the loaded front court that Dana Altman currently has committed. Bol Bol, a top 5 prospect in the class of 2018, and Louis King could both end up being one-and-done talents, while Miles Norris is a long and lanky four-man that slots in alongside them. While those three are all finesse players, Okoro is a bully that can do the dirty work around the bucket. Whenever he does arrive on campus, he should be able to fill a role for the Ducks. Rick Pitino's lawsuit against the University of Louisville is already producing fireworks. Lawyers for the school filed in federal court 53 requests for admission on Monday, and one of them, according to the Louisville Courier-Journal, was a request for Pitino to admit that he had allowed Christian Dawkins to attend a practice 9 days before Dawkins was arrested by the FBI. Dawkins is the man at the center of the FBI's investigation into corruption in college basketball. He was a runner for ex-NBA agent Andy Miller that played a major part in facilitating $100,000 to the family of Louisville recruit Brian Bowen in a series of payments. Those allegations are what eventually led to Pitino being fired and spawned his lawsuit to recover the money that he was owed in his contract. True, this would be the second time that Dawkins, who is from the same hometown as Bowen and who ran an AAU program that Bowen was a part of early on in his high school career, visited the Louisville campus. One of those instances was in late May of 2017, right around the time that the deal to get Bowen to Louisville was being done. Bowen committed to Louisville on June 3 of that year. According to the Courier-Journal, it is that visit that justified Pitino being fired with cause, as he did not alert the school's compliance office that someone that worked as an agent would be on campus.